MMA, digital media here. In your opinion, Conor, what is different about a bare knuckle fighter who dares to fight with their modality? So what's different about a BKFC fighter compared to other athletes?
Oh my God, you know, they're different breed. It's a different breed to do this, you know? It really is. You've got to be a different breed of human being to enter into this business and into this promotion. And you know, a jab splits the skin in this. You're getting cut. You're getting opened up. It's going to be nasty. You've got to be skilled. You've got to be fast. You've got to be accurate. And you've got to be tough as they come. And, you know, the height of respect from all combat sport fighters. Every combat sport fighter in every space, boxing, MMA, whatever, kickboxing, you name it, will say not one word, not one bad word about a bare knuckler. That's how straight. And that's a testament to what this game is. So, yeah, no, it's why I'm tingling at the thought of getting into this, you know, so we're excited.
Conor, you know, you talk about the respect these combat sports athletes have for bare knuckle champions. Do you think then, as BKFC gets bigger and bigger, they will find it too hard to resist to not come over here and prove themselves to be these true warriors you speak of?
100%. You know, we've got the big events, we've got the big purses, and we've got big names. We've got big names and we've got rising stars. And like I said, the trajectory for growth here at Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship is above and beyond anyone else. Other sports and organizations are almost at a peak of where they're at. We are just on this trajectory that is non-stop. And you want to be a part of this. Any real fighter, as I said earlier on, any real fighter wants their name on this dais. Any real fighter wants to carry that world title, to be a world Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship champion is an absolute incredible feat, and you know that's it. It's just it's different. This game is different.
You know, for you personally, right? You've done so much in your career. You've fought. You're now promoting fights. You know, you conquered the movie industry. Is there anything else you're looking to do to bring yourself into the entertainment world and conquer as well?
You know, look, I was very close to my bout taking place. I was about 3 or 4 weeks out. I had a little lapse in concentration. I'm shit hot. I'm very, very good, and I mean that. And, you know, my accuracy will lend well into this sport. You take my gloves off, my speed and my accuracy will lend very well into this game. But, you know, I had that issue in the last fight, and I had to reschedule and postpone. I'm just looking forward to getting back into the octagon myself, you know, handling my business with the Ultimate Fighting Championship and seeing what the future holds. The future's bright for sure.
All right, Conor, we got one from Europa Press. It's a little bit of fantasy booking here. The question is, I think I already know the answer to this one, but who would win Ilia Topuria versus Conor McGregor in the BKFC in the squared circle?
You know, Ilia, a Spanish-Georgian lad, he's not bad. He's got, you know, he's a boxing-heavy style. He would certainly lend well in Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship. I'd slap him around. He's too small. You know, I'm a big lad compared to Ilia. But he's not bad. He's a current UFC world champion. And, you know, all of these guys, make no mistake about it, are looking at this. So, you know, if you're asking him, I'd be King Kong if you're asking me. You know what I'm saying? So, but it'd be exciting to see these crossover. And make no mistake about it now, this is a viable option. And in my opinion, the only option. I don't want to see, nor do I give a fuck about UFC fighters going to PFL or going to another promotion. You need to break it up. You need to mix it up. You need to come and try something new to really break into that next level of, you know, superstardom, of respect, of money, of power. And we have it all here at Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship. So I'm excited to see what type of fighters we get in. You know, we're talking about Yoel Romero now coming over. That's a nasty Cuban man with, you know, big power. You've seen some of his knockouts in the Ultimate Fighting Championship against Luke Rockhold, one of the nastiest KOs you'll see in the sport. And I'd be very excited to see Yoel over, especially since the Cuban diaspora that we have in the company already, which was on full display at that last event. You know, your man Alberto Blas, the bantamweight champion, is a phenomenal Cuban. And the heavyweight, what's the heavyweight's name? El Zoyo, what's his nickname again?
Mick Terrell.
What? No, that's the British guy. We've got them from all over. The Cuban, the big Cuban heavyweight, 4-0. He's 4-0. What? What's his name again?
Perdomo.
Perdomo. Oh my God, this man is
bare knuckle Mike Tyson.
Yeah, check this guy out. He's like a fridge freezer. He is. Yeah, he's a heavyweight Cuban. He's 4-0, and all of his knockouts are inside 1 minute, and he's called it. He said, I'm going to knock them out in 1 minute. My training's the same. I'm going out and banging them out in 1 minute. Watch the guy train. I'm watching how these lads train. It's a different setup. It's a different sport. You've got to give it its respect. It demands its respect. And yeah, now I'm not wearing, I haven't worn gloves since I've came on board in the gym. That's how straight. I'm hitting the wooden wall my own self. Getting ready, this is likely a lineup for me.
Right.
And now, so.
We got one final question, Connor. It's from Damon Martin at MMA Fighting. Everybody agrees that UFC is the biggest combat sport promotion, but do you believe BKFC is the clear number 2 ahead of PFL, Bellator, and other promotions?
Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship is the number 1 in the space by a mile. In its space by a mile. We are different. We are not like no one else in the space. So although UFC is at its peak and, you know, the mega company it is, and yes, number 1 in its category, we're number 1 in our category. So, you know, it's apples and oranges. We lend ourselves well to each other. We lend ourselves well to each other, and that's what I really like about it. And, you know, for me, Bare Knuckle right now is number 1 in the space, and there's no one close to it. And, you know, we are here today to witness the next evolution in combat sport. And nobody knows this game better than me. I conquered mixed martial arts, both inside the ring and outside the ring. And today I'm here before you as the owner of the newest and most exciting addition to the combat sports universe, Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship, baby. I started out as a boxer, and Bare Knuckle Fighting is the purest form. Just watch one fight and you'll be hooked, like me. You know, I started this, I watched a lady I know through the UFC named Rowdy Beck Rawling, and she was a female world champion in Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship. And you know, I was just taken back by what the sport was, what it was about. You know, any real fighter, any real true fighter inside of them knows that to have a Bare Knuckle Fighting World Championship is a real feather in the cap. And you know, once I came then live to see an event, I was blown away by it, you know, and then I just began conversations alongside Dave, who I'm a big believer in. You know, I don't just back the product, I back the people behind the product. And Dave Feldman has done a tremendous job, a stellar job. You know, you look at the new signings we've got here, we've got world champions, you know, we've got some incredible fighters here. This is a sport on the rise. And with my backing, I'm confident I can strap it to a rocket ship and send it right to the moon. Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship is number 1 in the space. There is no one on this level with us. We are separate from any other entity in combat sport. And that is a beautiful, beautiful place to be in this time. We do not want to see mixed martial artists go from one mixed martial arts organization to another organization. We've seen it. We wish for them to take their chances. Come and try your trade here at Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship. Make a new name for yourself. Look at what has happened to Michael Perry. You know, one of our big stars here, the King of Violence, he titles himself. And, you know, he's had such a rise in the sport. Now he's up against, you know, a little dweeb of a thing in a fight this weekend that we're all rooting for him. But, you know, this is the real deal. No one in this combat sports space can speak one word of bad mouth about a Bare Knuckle Fighting World Champion. And that, for me, is money in the bank. So, you know, for me, I have a bit of business left with the Ultimate Fighting Championship, 2 fights left on my contract. But for sure, we've got 3 lightweights up here on the dais. And, you know, I have my eye on all of this. You know, I'm not up here just as an owner. You know, player manager. I'll title myself on this one, yeah.